Because when he expands, he, he infuses all his loving capacity, his care and affection, his attraction, all his qualities, he actually, it's there in Srimati Radharani because she is none other than Krishna. So it is said in scriptures, just like milk and its whiteness, or water and its coolness, or sun and sunlight, they are one and the same. Similarly, Krishna and Radha are one and the same. They appear as different, but they are both one. Wise people can understand unity in diversity. That's a philosophy. So he expands. So Radha is absolutely equal to Krishna. Krishna, what he does? He takes out all his love. He takes out all his care and affection from his heart, his attraction, his qualities. He takes it out and he gives it a form with his own hands, and that form is Radha. And that's why in one of the scriptures it is said, I was reading one verse, it's a beautiful verse, and it's to the point. And it says, without Krishna, Radha is lifeless. And without Radha, Krishna is invisible. That's interesting. You can't say Krishna is lifeless because that's philosophically wrong. He's invisible. Without Krishna, Radha is lifeless. Srila Prabhupada says in one of his letters, Radha is an ordinary body without Krishna. No value. But without Radha, you can't say Krishna is ordinary, he has no value. He's God. But he's invisible because without Radha, you cannot see Krishna. Yoga Maya Samavita. That's why this day is important. Without Radha, we cannot approach Krishna. Prabhupada gives a simple example. If you want to meet a Prime Minister, you have to go through the secretary. Very simple to understand. So if you want to meet God, who is the Supreme Prime Minister, let me say, of this material world and spiritual world, you have to go through secretary. And the secretary, the top secretary of Krishna is Radha. That's all. You have to approach through her. So that's Radha. But there is one special quality in Srimati Radharani, and that quality attracts Krishna. You see, all other qualities are there in him because she is an image reflection now. Isn't it? She has everything what Krishna has. Krishna has everything what she has. There has to be something else in Radha that she can attract him. And that quality answers our second question, why do we worship her? And that quality is not love, not care and affection, not attraction, not any of the quality of Krishna, not even mercy. That quality is service. It's not even mercy. Radhastami, we like to think Radha is so merciful. Yes, she is merciful. But this day, we value more, not for mercy, but for service. Because real mercy is to understand how to serve God. So that's the quality in Radha. And you know what? Radha means to worship. Radha word comes from Aradhana. That's a word coming in Bhagavatam. Anyam Aradhana Nunam. You see, Aradhana. So, and Gopi, she's a Gopi. Gopi means a female servant of God. Let me put it like that. And Gopi, in Sanskrit, it comes from the word Gopniya. Gopniya means secret. That's why Gopis are called Gopi, because they have a secret. What kind of secret they have? The very secret they have is they know how to serve God. No one knows better than that. No one knows. So why we worship Radha? Because we can learn from her how to serve Krishna in the best possible way. Srila Prabhupada writes, actually Prabhupada says in one of his conversations or lectures, satisfy Krishna in all respects. See, we are also serving God. We are not serving God. We are trying to serve Him. Who is He? We are trying to serve Him. She is serving Him. Srila Prabhupada is serving Krishna. There's a difference. And difference is, they serve Krishna from all respects. We serve Krishna in a limited manner. Our service is okay. This, either cooking, either preaching, either this, either this. But for them, for Radharani, she does everything. Everything in every possible way. That's Radha. Unlimited service. Unlimited service. That we learn from Srimati Radharani. That's why we worship. That's why we worship her. That's what is valuable for us. That's what should be valuable for us. But the question is, what is service? And that she teaches us. And you know what? What is service? It's simple. In common sense, it's okay, fine. We have to serve God, service. Now, so many devotees are bringing flowers and gifts for Krishna, for Radharani. That's service. Or you're giving time to hear this lecture. That's service. But how do we define that service? That is not exactly service, but that is an expression of your service act, isn't it? Just like suppose if I love somebody, and if I give some flowers to her, some girlfriend, suppose I have a suppose, and if I give her some flowers, then that's not my love, but that's the expression of my love, isn't it? But then what's love? So all this is expression of your service, cleaning, your flowers, your preaching. But what is service? That is defined. Just like God is defined, service is defined. That is the beauty of Lord Chaitanya. That's the beauty of our mission. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. That's the beauty of Srila Prabhupada's books. He defined everything. There is no other saint in history who has defined things. You see any tradition, you see any religion, any philosophical tradition. Anyway, philosophy doesn't much talk about God. Theology. When the subject comes to God, definitions are very abstract. Nobody has defined God clearly. But Gita defines, Prabhupada defines God. And they define service. So what is service? Service is defining Gita. Now, so I was talking in the morning. Bhagavad Gita talks about Radharani. That's interesting. Many people say, you worship Radha. Where is, and you preach about Gita. So where is Radha in Gita? You talk about Gita, you say. You talk about Gita. Gita is everything for us. Gita is, let me say, it is a Bible for us. Because we are saying the best. So where is Radha in Bhagavad Gita? If you literally read Bhagavad Gita, you will not find the name Radha. You will find the name Krishna. In the sense, Krishna says, I am God. But you will not find the name Radha. But if you read in association of devotees, you will find Radha in every verse of Bhagavad Gita. In fact, if you go to Vallabhacharya tradition, there is one sect. The sect is a bad word. There is one school of religious philosophy whose founder was Vallabhacharya. And he has his son Purushottam Acharya. He has written a commentary on Bhagavad Gita, and he has shown how every verse of Bhagavad Gita, every word of Bhagavad Gita talks about Radha. But for that you have to associate with people, devotees who know this. Well, there is one verse which talks about Radha specifically. And when you talk about Radha, we talk about service. So that verse is, you might be knowing that verse, Yagya Dan Tapa Karma Pavnani Manishina. Krishna says, even greatest of souls, they become pure by sacrifice, charity and austerity. Everybody should do these three things: sacrifice, charity and austerity. No matter how much pure you are, if you do these three things, you become more pure. So what are these three things? These three things combine to form service. If you want to serve God, you have to learn these three things. You have to learn how to sacrifice. That's what Radha does. She sacrifices her prestige. She sacrifices her life for Krishna. Isn't it? And we read in pastimes of Radharani. When Krishna plays his flute, Srimati Radharani, she runs to Krishna to meet him. By the night, when there's forest, there's darkness, there are animals, she doesn't care. There's so many people talking about Radharani. She's going and meeting Krishna blah 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 blah, not some good comments but some bad comments also. She doesn't care. That's very difficult. You can give your life, but it's very difficult to give your prestige. And it is said, losing your fame and name is worse than death. It's said in scriptures. So she sacrifices her prestige. She gives in charity to Krishna. What she gives? She gives her body. That's all. Everything. And she does austerities for Krishna. In the sense that whatever service she does, she doesn't care for any pain and sorrows in that service. She keeps on. She can go to any extent to serve Krishna in spite of having innumerable troubles. And that is the definition of love, by the way. I told you that is Mahaprabhu's movement. It is said, Namo Mahamadanyaya. He was very merciful. What's the mercy? He defined it so that everything becomes clear, and then we can walk on this path with full determination, conviction, and we can help others to understand things. So, these three things form service. So we should learn from Srimati Radharani today how to serve God, how to sacrifice our time, our life, our money, our soul, and the conception of I. That's most important. I am not important. Prabhupada finishes his lecture on Radhastami by saying, Srimati Radharani, in spite of being the purest of devotee, purest it is a term, purest of devotee, she thinks I am not special. That is devotee. She thinks I am not special. She is so humble. And that's what is a devotee. That's sacrificing. Sacrificing the importance of I. That's what we learn today. And we have to learn how to give charity to God. Charity to God, what you can give God? Well, you can give one thing. You can give one thing to God. You can give the best thing you can give to Him. You can give gifts, you can give so many things. It's appreciable. It's nice. You can give your time. That's appreciable. But Krishna wants your mind. That's what He wants. He says, Manmana Bhakmatanto. He says, give me your mind in gift.